Biscayne's temporarily out of the shop because we got the 240 in here to get it ready for drift season. We're still in the middle of prepping it, but so far I've dropped the oil pan to fix the drain plug. It was pretty much almost stripped out, and I swapped the oil pump from a high volume oil pump to a standard volume high pressure, and I had to replace the rack due to it getting bent last year at the beginning of the season. So here's the old rack actually. So this shaft inside of it is bent slightly to where at full lock it's rubbing up against the inner housing here and it creates a bind. So I just went ahead and replaced that. I ran all season last year with it. It just kind of became a pain. So I just put a new one in it. But anyways, I figured I'd give a quick rundown on the car. So it's a 91 240SX hatch. It's on Fortunato 500 coilovers. Up front, it's got modded knuckles, extended LCAs. Let's see. PBM inner tie rods, SPL outers. It's pretty standard drift car stuff. On the rear is GK Tech rear knuckles with ISR multi-link suspension stuff, and the stock rear diff is welded with Villains stub shafts using 350Z axles, which has worked out pretty well so far. So as for the motor, it's an LS6 block with an LS crank, Scat I-beam rods, Wiseco dome pistons. The heads are 799 castings that have been milled and just hand ported. It's a custom ground comp cam with like 649 lift and duration somewhere in the 240s. Morrell drop-in lifters and fast 102 intake and Nick Williams throttle body. And for the trans, it's a G-Force GSR 4-speed. That thing is one of the best things I've ever put in this car. It is so fun to drive with. The old T56 was pretty awesome, but in competition, it would sometimes just be hard to hit the gears off the drag race from the start. But that thing, if you're missing gears, you're doing something wrong. It's pretty awesome. Anyways, that's a quick rundown on this thing. So we're still in the middle of prepping it for the season. I think we're going to probably end up cutting out a lot of the sheet metal in here and trying to go with a tube structure. Just basically trying to get this radiator leaned forward some more so I can fit some thicker fans on it, because it just gets hot if I'm hot lapping. It's just annoying having to come in and spray it down. I'd rather just be able to keep driving it, you know. Yeah, so I've had this car for like 7 years now, and I got it bone stock as a stock 240 chassis with a stock SR20 in it, and it's just kind of slowly developed into what it is today. And I've used it in things like US Drift Pro-Am competitions and, you know, LS Fest. That was one of the coolest events I've ever been to, was LS Fest last year, so I highly recommend that. But if you're at all interested in getting into drifting, definitely recommend doing it. It's the best thing ever. It's seriously the coolest motorsport, and it's got the best community. But that's about it. Like I said, I just want to do a quick little rundown of the car for the channel. Just follow me on Instagram, KWoodful, and thanks for watching. I'll try to include a little clip here at the end. Later.